Hi guys, my name is Sol. I am touch therapist, massage therapist, movement coach, and a dancer, and I'm really obsessed with the body. Today I want to share not just tips and exercise, but gives you the explanation in a very, very easy language. No science, it's all based on science, obviously, but not complicated words and muscles that you maybe don't even know where they're located. I'm just gonna give you perspective of their face structure, of the breathing pattern, of the posture all together, how that part of the body operates. It's definitely operating all together, everything connected, but these movement that we have right now, this posture and these 32 chins that most people has, it's not even fat, of course. Like, I just want to explain how it's happening and why people beautiful. Like, it's one of my favorite topics because often we see celebrities, models, and we're like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. But not sometimes because of their amazing surgeries or not because of the makeup and a perfect angle. Some are the models especially, they're beautiful just because they're healthy in terms of the structure of the jaw, the muscles, the posture. This is the most important things. So let me start where it's all started. It's all started with the posture. And then we go all the way to the tongue position and nose breathing and all of that topic. So again, we're gonna speak very, very human language where everybody can understand me. This is how my posture look like if I'm just relaxed, cannot activate my muscles. You can see the wings. So you see my wings, it's scapular pointing out. And even if I try to straighten my back, it's still there. Like right now I'm pretty straight back, where people like to say, make your straight back. But this is still not a perfect posture. Why? Because my scapular is still out. They're not supposed to be there. They're supposed to be flat. I cannot see myself, but I know it's flat right now. And my arms are relaxed. So this is how the scapula should look like in most of the time. So again, the difference, scapular, the wings, scapula is pointed out, no wings. It's not even perfect, but I'm trying to do that as perfect as possible in my case. So wings, no wings. And when you don't have wings, your head is not, you can't even really put it forward because it's hard, it's tighter. But when you're here, your head cannot go in a straight position because of the weight. It's basically the center of balance. Like we always know that if you put something light on your finger, you can balance it, but if it's too on the side, it's just gonna fall. Same principle here. So the head, because of the weight, cannot stay right here because it needs some balance. So it's just pointed forward. So that's where it started. If our shoulders is definitely their back muscles, but it's not about the actual back. That's about your shoulders position. So if your shoulders right here, if your back straight, real straight, your posture is correct, your head gonna be naturally here. But you cannot hold this position if you don't have enough muscle structure. Sometimes one muscles are too stretched and another one is too tight. In this position, we have muscles in the back are too stretched, to like imagine that you have cloth that too stretched. And these muscles are too short. They're just all together. So every time you're trying to keep that perfect posture, it's not happening because the nervous system cannot pick that up. Like, hey, we don't have enough muscle strength to keep that position. It's very uncomfortable. It's sending me signals right now like, well, we can hold it, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm just talking about the understanding of your posture. And then we go with obviously position of your neck and what's going on with your chin in this area. So not just the head going forward, obviously the position of the neck, the shape of the neck is changing. And here, we normally cannot hold, it's so hard to hold our tongue all the way on the top where it's supposed to be. So we have the muscles just hanging. And all of that creates the face structure. So I want you to understand that most of people doesn't have a chin, the double chin. It's not a double chin, that's your not activated muscles and a poor posture. So if we put all of that together and the tongue where it should be on there, on the top, like that, always sucked inside. If we put all of that together, you can see very beautiful face. It's a long neck. It's a perfect shape right here. Here we go. There's a modeling faces. Obviously, some of their bones right here, some of their, a little bit of structure. You have to be a certain weight in order to feel all of the structure of the face. But I'm just giving you the basic explanation. So what's going on with our tongue? Our palate on the top, our jaw, supposed to be a certain size. So if we growing up sucking up the tongue, sucking up the pacifier too much, it's narrowing the palate, and the tongue can't even fit like on the palate. Like my tongue is pretty wide and my palate not wide enough. So right now I'm struggling, that's where I'm working on. I'm struggling with keeping my tongue all the way sucked. I can do that with my, for a second. I can do it even more for a minute if I really focus, but it's not happening naturally. So naturally just going down, and I have these double chin that I don't actually have. Plus, these muscles are very tight. If the jaw is tight and the chewing muscles are tight, you're getting tighter also here. Sometimes people have headaches because of their incorrect bite. So all of that structure all together connected. And then we go to our first vertebra that located on our back of the head. It's also affecting their position of their neck, of your jaw, of your face structure, of your muscles, everything. Everything that you're doing is connected. I remember I have a mentor. She is a kinesiologist, and I had severe neck pain and imbalance. Like I couldn't even put my head all the way back. It feels like it's gonna fall. Like I know it sounds so weird, but I couldn't feel their stability in my neck. And I was massaging my bones and I was doing a myofascial release around my eyes. And in my head, I'm like, like how that connected? And then she explained like all of that structure connected. So by releasing sometimes this muscle, of course you have to know the details, you have to work with a person, you have to know anatomy, but I'm just giving you the overall knowledge about how all of that connected. Sometimes if you have ear infection, it can affect your posture too. I had one crazy situation that kind of started my journey with the myofunctional therapy. And again, I don't have a myofunctional therapist, which also I guess this is the best option if you don't know anything, but just because I have some knowledge and I'm pretty aware of my body, I'm doing that myself. So I had a situation where I got my fillings and I couldn't fully close my mouth because she didn't polish enough the filling and I couldn't bite fully. And I'm like, damn, it's so uncomfortable. I can't fully bite, so I have to shift my jar, so change my bite a little bit in order to chew. And I'm like, I didn't like, and on that time I didn't have a car. It was pretty like expensive to go there, like $100 just to go there. And I really like just didn't have time. And I'm just keep going with that situation. And then one day I realized that I have neck instability and pain for like pretty long time, like couple days, maybe even weeks. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, why? And I feel the jaw is so tight. And normally, like I can open my mouth very wide. Growing up, I can put my fist in my jaw. That's how I can like just open my mouth. So I never had issues and tightness in my jaw growing up. So I'm like, what's going on? I can feel the tension and I can feel their neck pain. But normally I can have a neck pain because of my back situation. But I'm like, okay, something is off. And I realized that my bite changed, and I'm like, oh my God, my bite actually changed. I unconsciously changed my bite because I couldn't bite on this side on the back of the teeth because I couldn't put it together. I mean, I put it together, but this side is not matching. So I got to the dentist 4 months later, insane, like knowing myself, I did have to do that earlier, but it was insane realization. I'm like, oh my God, I messed up the whole system that I was like, that was holding for so many years, just with that feeling. I polished it. I'd be able to close my mouth, get back to my old bite, but old bite didn't feel right because of the nervous system already readjust everything. So I have to relearn everything. And it was very awakening because it didn't go back. The whole situation with the neck instability and neck pain and the tightness of the jaw didn't go back after a month. And I'm like, okay. And I had a consultation. At that point, I don't remember. Oh, it was a myofascial therapist. And she said, you already didn't have a perfect situation with your palate, with like your palate is not wide enough. You didn't, you have a little bit of mouth breathing. Their muscles here to relax. The tongue muscles are not very working correctly. And you already had that. And just because I had all of that situation with my tongue, with my tongue muscles over here, with not perfect palate, one tooth messed up the whole bite and the whole balance that was holding. So basically, even if you're have incorrect posture, anything incorrect in your body, your system always readjusting and having like the balance that you're holding on. And one thing, a wrong pillow, one tooth or anything can mess up the balance and you cannot go back. That's it. This is the point where you have to get to the therapy and improve the situation. And again, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about, but we have the situation with the jaw, neck, and posture all together. And I lost that balance. I lost their tiny middle balance that was holding. So I started feeling the decrease of my health and my posture situation, basically. I started feeling the tightness of the jaw. Yeah, it got a little bit better because I got back my bite and perfect bite, but I felt like my jaw is opening more. I cannot hold my jaw like closed wherever I'm falling asleep. I literally, before I fall asleep fully, I feel it like my mouth just opening. I just relax. Again, that's not normal. That's not normal. Snoring, not normal. Opening mouth during the sleep is not normal. When you're not talking, you should put your teeth all together and your tongue should be sucked on your palate on the top. This is how that normal should look like. So, and I also with the age, it's just getting worse because we're not growing anymore and our health is decreasing. So we always have to do something like normal thing, like moving, walking, jumping, doing some basic exercise to maintain our health. And if we're not doing anything, and normally we get busier as adults, everything just falling apart. and you can feel that falling apart. And it was not perfect, let's say in the teenage time, but it was holding because we're still growing and we're still like young. So right now, what do we have? I feel better a little bit because I started doing a little bit of exercise. I have different types of focus on my health, which is my hair, my alopecia, my lower back, chronic lower back pain for 10 years. And it's all connected definitely with the posture, of course, but I have specific things that I now get MRI results and I understand what's going on in my neck and my spine overall. So when I even started doing a little bit of exercise and practicing awareness where my tongue is resting and how my jaw, how it's chewing the food, how I'm swallowing, just being aware of all of that, I really got a little bit better. So my jaw is not that tight anymore. It's definitely tight still compared to like 5 years ago. I can feel that, but it's definitely better. My tongue is a little bit improved. I can definitely stretch all the way. Just to give you perspective how the tongue should move naturally, how much it should stretch, you should be able to open your mouth and touch the tongue, the top with your tongue. I'm still not touching it, but I have photos when I'm fully sucking my tongue and I see how much it's stretched, how much my mouth can be open. That's a max right now, and that's the max I can touch. You can do these type of photos, do this exercise that I'm gonna give it to you, and see the improvement. Also, what you can do is take a picture. I know it's like kind of hard to track, but if you really very good in exercise and every day, if you really like bring the awareness and you also like working out a lot and walk and run and work with your posture, if you're doing all of that together, you definitely can see the difference. Like how far you can point your tongue forward and all the way to the tip of the nose. So you can do the pictures like that again to see where you are, because when I took a picture and I realized I can't really open my mouth and touch the tip with the tip, the palate, I was like, damn, like my tongue is very, very tight. Also, what you can check is there not just a tongue tie, it's called tongue tie. If you want to overall check more information, searching it. I love to do research myself. So just put tongue tie release, tongue tie exercise, tongue tie, like just overall like explanation from really cool myofunctional therapists that can explain you everything. So again, why are we talking about that? Because it creates the shape of your jaw and the shape of your neck, everything. That's the beauty of that. Definitely gonna give you exercise soon, but I also want you to check your lip tie. Growing up, I didn't need anything. Like I didn't see any professionals. Right now I have a daughter. As soon as she got from my belly, I saw the lip tie right away. Again, I wasn't aware, I wasn't knowledgeable enough. I would cut the lip tie immediately. I would do the lip tie release immediately. These little guy right here, sometimes it's too tight. Babies can't even breastfeed. So it's also the very important topic. It's like the whole, it can be a whole another video, but if you're a mom, please, especially if you have a kid or you're pregnant or you're trying to be a mom, please, as soon as you see the baby coming up from your vagina, just look at their mouth, look at their lip tie and the tongue tie. And if you see they cannot properly put their nipple in their tongue, in their mouth and suck the milk, you have to do the lip tie release immediately. Like, just do that right away. Trust me, just trust me. I didn't do that right now, I'm struggling. And again, I didn't have enough knowledge. So I'm just giving you my bad example. So my daughter has a very bad lip tie. This little guy right here in the middle goes right between her teeth. So her lip tie is so, her lip is, this part is so short. I don't know how you call this specifically, maybe lip tie, because we have a specific word for this tissue. So her lip is going like that. It's like, it's too open, it's too short. It's too short. I'm like obviously exaggerating. So wherever she's trying to close her mouth fully, it cannot, because this part is just too tight, too short. So I need to, there's old fashioned, we cut it with the scissors, and there's a new fashion we do in the laser, which is the best way. It heals very easy. It's not very complicated procedure. Trust me, just get the consultation for yourself, for your kid, please, to fix that when they're kids. You will save so much money and energy for them, and maybe for you. So I don't need a lip tie, obviously. I can keep my lips closed, keep my mouth closed, but I just have a lip tie, a tongue tie, I'm sorry, right here. So I can improve it with the exercise, but it still will be a little bit of restriction. So I'm really thinking about getting a tongue tie release. There again, just cut a little bit with the laser so you can stretch it more instead of going like that. I'll be able to go all the way and keep it sucked. So it'll be easier to keep it sucked all the way on the palate. So I'm talking a lot just to give you perspective. How important is it? So, and the last thing that I'm gonna talk about is mouth breathing before we go to the exercise. So why are we talking about all of that? Of course, beauty, yes, we wanna have a beautiful face, we wanna have a healthy face, but healthy is not a motivation for most of people. Beauty, aesthetic, yes. Also, I wanna give you the motivation. So if your tongue is resting on the bottom, if you have a lip tie, if you have a tongue tie, you're always gonna be like that. You breathe in with even if you're not aware, you always have always open mouth, you breathe in with your mouth. The face structure is changing, their upper jaw is going narrow, is going smaller. We have sometimes people has this a little heel, we call it heel on the nose, not because of their ethnicities. Yes, sometimes it's an ethnicity thing, but sometimes it's just really the face structure is changing. I'm gonna put the picture of their mouth breathing. I'm gonna put picture of this noses and this jaw that going all the way back, and you have all their, basically you don't even have the chin, your jaw and the chin goes all the way to the neck, just connected, just have one little structure. There's no separation, there's no beauty. So again, don't get offended. When I say beauty, I mean health. Don't get offended, please. So when it's all happening, you have always mouth breathing. It's not just about aesthetic, that's about also the teeth. So many people has cavity, not because they're not flossing enough, not because have an imperfect diet. Yeah, a lot of people really need to fix their diet for sure. But some people really have mouth breathing and the cavities just connected, just moving all together. They keep going to the dentist, keep fixing the cavities, keep drilling their holes in their teeth, putting more fillings. And then again, a couple months later, another cavity, and then you keep fixing it, and fixing it, and fixing it. Yes, we can talk about remineralization for sure, forever, but if your mouth always open, you drying out all your saliva. Saliva has antibacterial properties. It's basically remineralizing your teeth naturally. It's fixing your teeth every single day, but you have to keep your mouth shut. Like, this is so like I'm screaming right now because I was struggling for so many years first. I didn't know that second. Like I was just searching for the answers for so long, and I'm like, oh my God, finally I found why all of these years I was sleeping with my mouth open, and I was like keep having cavity. I still have a cavity. Like I'm still like trying to maybe readjust, not just readjust my diet, but like find the right supplements that maybe I'm losing some minerals. But I'm definitely like mouth breathing sometimes, not fully. I'm not that bad like I show in the picture, but I wake up with my saliva, all that on the pillow means my mouth is open. And I'm always like feeling like my jaw is supposed to open, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me be aware and just close my mouth, put my teeth together and suck my tongue all the way to the palate. And I know it's very hard. Like it just takes all of the energy sometimes because you have to be aware. But you cannot fix it by just having awareness. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. It's the same thing with the posture. I tried. Trust me, I tried. I tried to fix my posture just by having awareness. Just try to keep it always perfect straight. With the shoulder position, with the head position. It's just impossible. The muscles cannot have a strength. This is too stretched. This is too short. Like we cannot just stretch it like that this way. We need some exercises. The same thing with the tongue. So maybe you're gonna be like literally thinking about that and gonna thank me a couple months later because you finally started closing your mouth. Again, such a cool tip to tape your mouth during, I know you want to ask about that for sure, tape your mouth during the sleep, and having all of these devices to open the nostrils so the nostrils can breathe better. Yeah, it's all devices that working with the symptoms. Like it's like, come on, it's like going to the doctor and like, yeah, give me like painkillers for my back pain. I don't know what's going on. Sorry for my language. I don't care what's going on. I just want to fix my pain. This is the same thing. Instead of like fixing the whole jaw situation, lip tie, tongue tie, work and doing the exercises, trying to work with your posture, they just try to open the nostrils just to breathe better and put their mouth tape during the sleep. It's not helping it. Like I did mouth taping. It's definitely like, yeah, like maybe helping my nose breathe more than the mouth. But I felt that moment where like my mouth is fully taped, but the jaw is still opening. So the lips are tight, but the jaw is still like going down. The bottom jaw is going down. The tongue is still resting on the top, and it's still like all of that just going down, melting down. So mouth taping is definitely will help in the beginning, but I don't want you to rely on that. So mouth taping, I don't know how you really, I'll put the links for all of the things that I'm talking. But this is all small devices that puts the magnet and just like opening your nostrils so you can breathe better. I have a pretty good nostril situation. It can be better for sure because it's a little bit different. One is bigger than another. So in one breathing better than another one. I never broke my nose, never had anything, never had any issues with tonsillitis, anything like that. Never had it, but maybe it will help. Like in the beginning, I don't want you to rely on devices. I want you to do exercise. Okay, let's go to the exercises. There's definitely exercises that you can do anywhere, anytime. You don't have to like have a yoga mat. You can literally drive in the traffic and doing these exercises. That's what I'm doing, I guess, because it's kind of like every time I'm in the car, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do my exercises. It doesn't take extra time because I am very limited with the time. First of all, it's of course sucking up your tongue all the way to the palate and stretching it. Before I'm showing and saying anything, first, you're gonna feel the tightness. Second, you're gonna feel the pain, and it's normal. And you're gonna feel the soreness. It's the same thing like with the muscle. If you're stretching your back, if you're stretching anything, and the next day you're like, oh my God, I'm so sore. And it's like kind of like tight in the beginning, in the moment. Same thing with the tongue. I know it's like kind of obvious. It's also a muscle, but I didn't realize I was so sore for the first couple days. I was like, oh my God, why is like everything hurts so bad? So first thing, obviously, again, you can do it anytime. You sucking up your tongue all the way up and try to create like some tunnels. So you're not just sucking up the tongue, the beginning of the tongue, the whole tongue, all the way to the root. And you have to see some like very wide tunnels, like right here. And don't try to activate any muscle. You're fully relaxed. You have a good posture. You're just sitting, like you don't try to do anything. Try to just relax these muscles too. You just naturally sucking up your tongue. It's just a normal, think about it as a normal position. And you hold it like that for 10 seconds. And then I like to do like that. Just to kind of like, it's like all mental, I think, because I'm keeping the count and then I'm like finishing up like, okay, I finished. And then another section. So I do different types of variation, but if you want to time frame, if you like the structure, if you OCD with that, again, 10 seconds, relax for 5-10 seconds. 10-second section. If you cannot suck for 10 seconds, do wherever you can. And again, I'm not trying to, trying to open as much as I can, but I'm not, if I open too much, only half gonna be sucked. So I'm trying to have the whole tongue sucked. And also this time when you suck in, trying to breathe like deeply with your nose. And try to feel how the air is going, because if you really close your mouth, suck your tongue and try to breathe with your nose, and then rest your tongue on the bottom, and then again try to breathe, you can feel the difference. It's just, you just really have to pay attention on your feelings inside, because it's a lot of going on. And if you have some extra mucus that like bothering you, just really spit it out. Try to clean your nose before you're doing all the exercise if it's really bothering you, because you have to breathe with your nose. Everything you're doing, you have to breathe with your nose. So you can do the same thing with your mouth closed, the next step. So you do that with the mouth open. We're stretching up the tongue, pulling the jar down, and then you hold it all the way to the palate for 10 seconds. And when I say hold it, you suck it, because there's a different exercises. There's a suction and there's just holding. So right now I'm all the way sucking. It's like basically like, and I'm holding. And then again, I'm relaxed. When I say relax, don't relax like that. Just try to move your jaw a little bit, open. You naturally can start yawning. It's also a very good sign of relaxation, and it's also a very good exercise. So I like to do like that. I would suck it with the open mouth, I would suck it with the closed mouth, then again, some reps, and then I would yawn intentionally. I try to not do like that. I'm just trying to stretch as much as I can. Like open my mouth fully. And then I will like, kind of like, I will think about yawning, and I would, again, don't do like that, but I'm just sometimes just extra stretching of my muscle. Like right now it's more and I want some extra stretch, but don't contract your muscle too much, because it's a habit. Again, I'm forcing yawning. That's the exercise, and that's the like kind of switching, giving some stretch and relaxation for the jaw. And then I do like to massage. It's not just all exercise that I'm doing, but this is like a quick setup that I can do in the car. A little bit of sucking, a little bit of stretching, and then I would massage. I would massage under, like this is the chin, and you go and you're gonna feel the dip. You're gonna feel the very soft muscle. This is your tongue muscle. Again, you can put less than a drop of oil to kind of like, if it's not very, if you have like long nails, or if it's really not moving, but I do like myofascial release. So I'm just pushing it all the way to the side of the jar right here, or pressing it a little bit back. So basically I'm just massaging, but I'm not massaging like that. I'm massaging like that, if that makes sense. That's my favorite techniques. That's myofascial release that I'm using a lot. It's right here. Be careful, don't go in your lymph nodes. You go right out under the jaw, not too much pressure. You just grab it. It's gonna be, you have a grip, you grab in your tissues and you just slide it. And you don't have to go all the way here. We don't do like a sculpting. We're just massaging, just relaxing that area. Sometimes I just do circular motions. And then I like to do the tongue. And with a tongue, so many variations. You can go forward, you can go side, you can go down, you can go up. I like to do sides. How are you doing that? Again, you don't try to go with your neck. It's hell no, please, hell no. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse if you do it with the neck. So try to just keep your neutral posture and just go sides with your tongue without doing anything with your muscles. And really feel the stretch. You're not just moving the tongue. I can, like, when I go on the side, I feel the stretch. And also, like, I'm always like pointed a little bit down because it's easier, but try to keep it on the side. Obviously, when you're driving, you don't want to look at yourself, but try to be aware that you're going on the side, not on the angle. Same thing when I'm going forward. Like, I naturally, just because I have a tongue tie and this part is short, it's just naturally want to curve, but I'm trying to go forward. So we go on the side and then I like to go forward. And again, you're gonna feel like this part is like kind of like rubbing on your teeth. Just be careful, don't get stuck in between the teeth. Or you can hold it also, like, again, just don't go like that. And then you go up and down, which is my least favorite, going up because it's so hard. I can go down very good. Kind of like that. You can do circles. You can do so many other things. Then you have to always wipe your face, of course. Again, I don't recommend putting makeup or any like lipstick, but the thing that I recommend, it's actually, I want to give this recommendation in my stories when I visited a dentist, but I just forgot. Always take the lip balm for the dentist because they like always open your mouth, and if you don't have saliva to like moisturize your lips, it will just get dry, can crack. So I hate this feeling when I go to dentist because I always have to keep my mouth open and my lips get dry. So this is also a recommendation for you, like in this case, if you feel like your lips getting dry, just get some balm, have it on your lips. And one of my favorite exercises that I also do, sometimes I don't do that, or sometimes I just do only that. Like I literally can walk and I'm like, yeah, let me just do the one exercise because I don't feel like sucking my tongue right now. I don't feel like doing anything, or I already did that, so I just do extra. It looks pretty weird for the people if you like see you doing that outside, walking like that, but one of my favorite again. So we imagine that you need to clean your teeth there on that side of the teeth, the front side of your teeth with your tongue. And you need to clean all of your teeth. So all the way from the first tooth or the last tooth, wherever you say it, all the way to here, and then go into their bottom jaw, all the way from the first to the last one. So that's how it looks like. Oh, with your mouth closed. This is a very hard for my daughter. Whenever I'm asking her to do, she's like, I can't fully close my mouth. It gets open because of her lip tie. And I'm naturally sometimes want to move my neck, but I'm fighting so hard because like you somehow want to move your neck with that, but you try to, as much as you can, keep that. So you go one side and then you can go another. The amount of focus, strength, and I don't even know what you require, what require for that movement, but when I started doing that for the first time, I felt like I got tired after 3 times. It was so hard. My tongue was so tight that I'm like, wherever I'm trying to move it all the way or reach, like, and keep it over there, it was like, oh my God. Like, I was just like, it feels like I got a headache because it was just so like concentrated. It was so hard. But right now, like after doing that for a couple of weeks, again, not in an everyday, like almost every day, I'm doing my best. I'm not perfect, but it got so better. But the key is just to have your mouth closed. So if you want to do a longer routine, I would recommend you do first suction with your mouth open, suction with your mouth closed, then doing this teeth wash, let's call it teeth washing, then doing tongue forward, all of that. But if you feel like you cannot do that, I would just massage first. Maybe or you getting like frustrated, tired, or it's getting harder. Massage kind of like balance that. Or you can always also yawn in between, like in between each set different exercise. You can always like force in yawning. It's also like gives you like, okay, like just sometimes to release, to get rest, because this type of exercise in the beginning have a lot of like require a lot of focus and muscle strength, so tongue muscle strength. So I definitely recommend you to just like sometimes like do these and like, okay, let me just yawn. Oh, move your jaw forward like that. So this case you can put your head all the way back and move your jaw to stretch all of these muscles. It's hard to show and talk. So again, after this, I would do movement with the tongue, then I would do massage, and that's pretty much it. This is like the most basic. This is the most basic, bare minimum that you should do if you want to improve, or if you feel like after this video, I'm like, okay, I want to look more beautiful and I want to stop breathing with my mouth. I want to start breathing with my nose. One of the last tip that I will give you that I gatekeep, I think, because I never saw anyone showing that, but I like whenever I feel like cold or my nose stuck, I feel sick, I would massage this part, literally just to open my nostrils. Or sometimes when I do breath work, I like manually moving that muscle so I can open the nostrils. So if you really feel like you need some oxygen, some extra oxygen, or you feel a little bit down because it gives you so much energy wherever you do breath work, wherever you breathe in with your nose and breathe in very like high quality HD. I'm not even breathing perfectly right now. I need to clean some mucus out of me, but that's definitely helps. Like in general, like massage here, manually opening the nostrils. I know it looks weird, but trust me, if you really struggling for so many years, I want you to start doing something. So please let me know in the comments if you have any of the symptoms, any of the things that I was showing. Let me know in the comments if you like the exercise, and if you're doing that, you can send me your before, then send me after. I'm not charging, I don't have any course right now. I just want to really share the information for regular people about the posture, how we can look better, how we can look more beautiful beautiful and feel better, because aesthetic beauty is amazing, but we want to live such a healthy, high quality life till 70, 80, 90, and that's how we can get it. Thank you so much, beautiful souls.